Okay, guys, Kentucky takes care of Mississippi State as I predicted. Good game for Kentucky. We pretty much dominated. We put it away in the fourth quarter. Very proud of my team. Played great. As expected. I expected the game to be closer. I'm not going to lie about that. But, you know, Kentucky has found a way to win. They've learned how to win over this season so far with the big win against Florida. I know some people are still worried about Kentucky because I'm still worried about them because of their passing game. But, you know, Wilson made a couple big throws there in the fourth quarter to put the game away. He had 11 rushes for 18 yards, but it was the Benny Snell show, people. Once again, 25 carries, 165 yards, 4 touchdowns. Is he a Heisman candidate? As of right now, he's not, but to us, he is a Heisman player. If he can continue doing this, if we could somehow luck up and just keep winning, you know, I predicted 9 wins. I'm going to stick by that. Of course, 9 regular season wins, not counting the bowl game. It's amazing, people, what we did that game. Kentucky's offensive line just imposed its will. Benny Snell, boom, boom, boom. And let's not forget Rose also had 9 carries for 47 yards to spell Benny Snell when he's, you know, kind of tired. Wilson, of course, finished the game with just 71 yards passing, 1 interception, but made a few big plays there in the fourth quarter there. But still, I think this is what it's going to be, people. We just have to accept it. Just like last year, it's going to be run, 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 sprinkle some passes here and there, maybe make a few plays here and there, but Kentucky does need to. I'm sure they're practicing every day, people. They're not just sitting there saying we're going to run it from now on. I'm sure they're practicing, trying to get better at the passing game. Kentucky, they don't make turnovers. They have a chance to stay in every game. I think that's maybe their strategy. It seems like limit turnovers and just run it. The defense has played great, people. We allowed 7 points to a team that blowed us out last year. Now, Mississippi State falls to 3-1. They're still ranked 23, but Kentucky ranked number 17 now, people. Can you believe that? It's been so long since Kentucky's been ranked. Special team, no doubt about it. Of course, we have another home game coming up now against South Carolina. And what do I expect, people? South Carolina, have they played 2 games or 3 games? I think they're 2-1 or 2-0. Another 2-1. They got beat by Georgia. That's right. But they've looked pretty good in the games they have played this year. I think they had a game that got canceled. I think due to weather. So South Carolina, we got to come in here and play, people. Can't take nobody for granted because remember, we are Kentucky. We played a lot better, but we got to keep this up, keep this momentum up. Would love to see Wilson just play better. If Wilson has trouble passing like he continues to do, I would just love to see him get better and better at running the football and getting some plays like that. Because this is pretty much a running football team, people. We just have to accept it right now. At this point in the season, run, 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 pretty much. So, proud of the team, people. Proud of the team. It's just, I knew we was going to be a lot better this year, people. And it still kind of surprises me. It really does. To be ranked like we are. I didn't think we would jump this high in the rankings. I really thought we'd be like in the low 20s. Like 22, 23, maybe 21, maybe 20 at the most. But we jumped up to 17. And now Kentucky is looked at as one of the top 20 teams in the country. When would you ever think about saying that about Kentucky? A top 20 team in the country right now. Wow. Right? I mean, wow. So, South Carolina, we got to keep the momentum going as we continue our push to win 9 games. Let's take a look at the schedule, people. Let's see how things have changed. How has things changed? You know, how's it look now? Can we win more than 9 games? I mean, you'd like to think we can. Of course, Georgia. Just imagine if Kentucky could somehow go undefeated until we got to the Georgia game. Let's see when the Georgia game is. Let's take a look at the schedule here. Let's pull it up. See what we've got left. Okay, we have South Carolina, of course, coming up Saturday night at 7:30. Perfect time for a game. Texas A&M is a big game for us. That could be our first loss. Then we go home at Vanderbilt. That should be a win. Let's just pretend we lose to Texas. Let's pretend we lose to Texas. 5-1. We beat South Carolina, lose to Texas. 5-1, beat Vanderbilt. 6-1, Missouri. 7-1, lose to that, beat Tennessee. 9. I mean, the possibility is there, people, except for Georgia, Texas A&M, and maybe just get upset one time. 10 wins, maybe. In Louisville, are they looking any good? Let's take a look at Louisville and see what they've done this year. Let's see. Virginia beat them. They beat Western Kentucky by 3 points. Alabama blowed them out, of course. They're 1, 2. They're 2-2 right now. So, I mean, and Texas A&M, people, that's going to be a hard game to win. I mean, the South Carolina game, I think, could be hard to win. But looking ahead, Texas A&M, I like Jimbo Fisher a lot. I like him a lot as a coach. He's entertaining. He's funny. Of course, Alabama beat them 45-23. No surprise there. Clemson beat them. There's number 3, though. They was right there in the Clemson game. They had that game won. So Texas A&M, they've had a hard schedule. They played number 1 team and number 3 team. So we'll see. But there you have it, people. I mean, what more can you say? Wow. Arkansas, are they any good? Let's see. So there we have it, people. Looks like we could possibly win 9 to 10 games in the regular season. If we somehow get by these next 2 weeks, we could beat Texas A&M and South Carolina. Oh my goodness. I mean, we're looking at a special season if we could do that. So beat South Carolina, go on the road and upset Texas A&M. Then, of course, Vanderbilt. We know that should be an easy win. And Missouri, let's take a look at Missouri and see how they're looking right now. See, Georgia beat them 43-29. They beat Purdue 40-20. They beat Wyoming 40-13. They beat Tennessee Martin 51-14. So they put up some points against Georgia. So there you have it, people. Another difficult game on the road. I mean, that's what I'm saying. 9 wins. It looks a lot more doable now, but still, we have a long way to go. We've seen how Kentucky started off 5-0 last year and all that, but we never played the caliber of teams now. I know people are saying, well, Kentucky started 5-0 last year. Look who we played compared to now, though. We snapped the Florida streak, and we beat a top 15 team at the time, Mississippi State. So, that blowed us out last year. So think about that. So, all signs point towards Kentucky getting them 9 to 10 wins. Of course, I want to say 10 wins now. Wouldn't it be nice to end the regular season with 10 wins? But I'm going to stick with 9, people. If we get 10, that's a plus. I mean, that's a plus. And I'm not going to go on here and start saying Kentucky's going to go to the playoffs. They're going to... No, I'm not going to start that. My goodness. We are very improved, but we're not a national title contender, people. I mean, I know a lot of people would like to fantasize about that. We all fantasize about that, of course. But we're not there yet, that's for sure. I don't know if we will ever be there. I wish we could one day, but right now, I'm just proud of this team, just to be able to compete in the SEC and do well. Do well, be ranked like we are. That's great. It's great. Kentucky football. Who would have thought? Looking good. We'll see how it goes this weekend. South Carolina, Kentucky. Another home game for Kentucky at Kroger Field. I will pick Kentucky to win this one 31 to... Let's go 31-21, something like that. Maybe we can just blow them out and go 48-10 or something, but I don't see that happening. But you see what I'm saying, people? The Kentucky defense, That's what's impressed me the most. I know Snell is great and everything, but the Kentucky defense is what's impressed me the most so far for this team. Wow. Just shows what happens when you keep a team together and they grow together. Coaching staff, you know, helps them grow together and stuff and get better and better. And that's what we've got now. We've got something that I could see coming last year. I thought to myself, I can see this team getting so much better. I thought if we got a decent quarterback, you know, we could even be... Just think if Kentucky had a middle-of-the-road quarterback. Just think about that. Wow. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. We could talk about Kentucky all day, of course. So that's going to be my prediction. We'll see what happens this Saturday night. I love the Saturday night games. They should always be at Saturday night. I'm not a big fan of having games at 12, 1 o'clock. I love those night games like this. So we'll see what happens, people. Kentucky, South Carolina. Let's win this one, then we can worry about going on the road against Texas A&M. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Go Big Blue. Kentucky, home of the greatest college basketball program of all time, the Kentucky Wildcats. Go Big Blue, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great day now.